Bicyclists Media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up.
What's up and welcome, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't do it. Anyway, thank you for joining me again today. If you're watching the videos and you're tuning in, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get on with this. What I forgot to do was go to Loop, the race, and see how many days it is until Loop. And I forgot to do that. But I'll definitely make sure I had that done for the next video. There we go. We had to get rid of all that little flazzle dazzle stuff in my headphones and all that. So still a little bit down in the corner down there. Yeah, still a little bit down in the corner. Down. There it is, right there. Anyway, it's all good. Let's get on with it. What are we talking about today? The five great cities to actually ride a bike in. One or two I may be able to give some feedback on, but let's see what they're talking about. Let's see what we're working with. But before we get into that, really quickly, we gotta do this. Alrighty? Check this out, people. The name holds a story, a message of inspiration and empowerment. As a child, I constantly faced the need to prove myself, no matter which sport I pursued. But then I discovered cycling. It became my answer to skeptics who doubted my abilities. More than just freedom, cycling became my pursuit of justice in the face of those who wish me to fail. So when you encounter seemingly insurmountable obstacles, remember to just say it with your legs. With every paddle, you can conquer anything, one step at a time. And that's why you need to buy this brand. To embrace the journey, empower yourself, and achieve greatness. You heard it, like it said, if you want to achieve greatness, that's what's up. Check out the brand. Check out the style of that bomber jacket. Yo, I gotta get that bomber jacket. So I'll have that bomber jacket soon. It's probably my little Christmas present to me. And maybe one or two other people. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's get on with it. The five great US cities for bicycling according to Forbes. So let's jump into this and see what's going on. What's Forbes saying? What makes a city best for bicycles? It depends on whom you ask. For some, best equals the amount of time it takes you to get to work and back as compared to, say, a car, bus, or train. I used to bike from 105th Street and West End Avenue to 51st Street and lax in like 30 minutes. For example, during rush hour by subway, it took 2 trains in about an hour, and that's if the trains are running on time. I can co-sign that as riding that train system in New York. Other people might say a city is best if you can bike to a coffee shop, lock your unit, go in, drink, and come out, and your bike is still there. Most definitely. Do accident stats determine which city is best? Some bicycles go down more than others, no matter which city they're in. And are there places where you can get a flat fix or chain replaced if you can't do it yourself? In your city, is your city a bit gritty with character and characters, flavor, and a thriving art scene? For me, bicycling's more fun in our boho districts than through Jane and John Q. Blandville. Okay, so he's talking about riding the country. Now I give you 5 best American cities on which to ride, and of course, if you have a favorite US city to ride in, write in and tell us why. So the first city we're going to come on is, they should have done drum roll, Minneapolis. That's where Prince is from, isn't it? So let's see why. Despite its unbelievable cold winters, Minneapolis, after the thaw, is a delightful kaleidoscope of green space with lots of outdoor opportunities for fun and exercise. There are miles of off-street bikeways which, when properly learned, can carry you 20-30 miles in and around the city. In 2026, the city approved a complete streets program prioritizing those on foot, cyclist buses and cars in that order. They also recently completed a $15 million in resurfacing and reconstruction, with $1 million allotted for protected bike lanes. That's pretty good. The next is, I wouldn't say my personal favorite. I would say San Francisco is my favorite. I would say the surrounding areas, the Bay Area, is amazing. San Francisco's okay. It's scenic. So like this is the Golden Gate Bridge. Okay. That's not really fair, I think, because you're not in the city. You know, like they're showing the Golden Gate Bridge, and like behind the Golden Gate Bridge is Mountain, Sarah McFarland, all of that, and that's where you ride a bike. So if you're riding from San Francisco into the surrounding area, like San Jose, Walnut Creek, Danville, San Mateo, Sonoma, the wine country, all of that it's amazing. But the city itself, let me just see what he says about the city. I care less about the city. San Francisco is rightly taking a lot of heat for its not only sky high housing costs, but a serious homeless problem, as well as a rush of bike thefts. Despite this, if you are the type of cyclist who loves blasting their thighs, San Francisco's hills will do the job for you while providing stunning, vivid views in different nabs. It's also bike progressive. Just a few short years ago, there weren't any distinguished bike lanes. Now the city's got loads of potential protected lane, and it's continue to invest in more of the same. San Francisco's history too is rich and colorful. It's a great place to see on two pedals, as long as you keep an eye on your bike if you go inside. So I don't know if this guy's been to San Francisco, but a lot of the streets are in disrepair. Straight up. some like a lot of San Francisco is a shithole. And if you don't have a bike to require the gears, you know, some of the hills you're not gonna get over. I do agree, when you get to some of the hills inside of the city, it's very scenic, it's very beautiful, but you have to get up them. If you're not riding an e-bike, or if you're not fit enough, or you don't have a bike that, you know, can get you up some of those hills, then it's going to be a tough slog. I don't know about San Francisco being a great place to cycle. I'll leave that to your discretion and to the discretion of the rider. Like I said, the surrounding area, the Bay Area, is amazing. One of the best places in the world to ride. The Bay Area around San Francisco. Well, Seattle. Let's get on to Seattle. Seattle is similar to San Francisco in that they're weathering an affordable crisis and resulting homelessness. But it's hard to beat their heart rate healthy steep hills and protected bike lanes with concrete buffers, further ensuring protection from irate auto drivers. In Westlake Cycle, its Westlake Cycle Tracks was selected as the best facility in North America by People for Bikes. Now, I've heard some good things about Seattle. I haven't been there, but people say it's an amazing place to ride. It's just you got to deal with the rain. That's like the only thing you got to deal with. New Orleans installed their first bike lane in 2008 and now boasts 20 miles of shared use pathways, 45 miles of traditional lanes, and 4.5 miles of protected bike lanes. The city also opened the 2.6 mile long trail Lafayette Greenway, connecting the French Quarter and the Mid-City. While not a bike-perfect city yet, according to the criteria of some, there's a few biker clubs who meet on a weekly basis and tour the city, which is brimming with historic history, music, colorful characters, and non-stop activity. Chicago, wow, I didn't think I would see Chicago. And Chicago is flat, has miles of bike paths and lanes, and has constantly voted one of the most bike-friendly cities in America. In the winter, you'll be blown sideways by the ferocious winds, but the city's built 100 miles of bike lanes there in 2015. And there's also a Monday night ride with as many as 250 bikers get together and explore the city and surrounding suburbs from 11 p.m. until dawn. which is the best time to roll around through the city unless you use your bike strictly for commuting during the day and light hours. That looks like the top 5 cities. But also, like they were talking about bike paths and infrastructure. Probably the best infrastructure in the U.S. Places I've been will probably be Arizona. I will actually put Arizona up against the likes of like the Netherlands, like Amsterdam and those places. Yo, you can do 100 miles on perfectly, beautifully paved and maintained bike paths in Arizona, and not have to see a car. And it's like you're on a detailed road just for bikes, like roundabouts and everything. It's just amazing, and it's very similar to the Netherlands. It's pretty cool. So when I did experience it, because I had a friend named Caesar, and he's like, you gotta come check it out. And then when I did see it, I was like, yo, this is dope. So been to the Netherlands, and that is absolutely amazing. So yeah, just to see Arizona and what's going on there and how they've done that infrastructure, it's amazing. So anyway, that's it. We out. That's that went a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna go, but that's just the 5 cities that Forbes drew in there. That's 5 cities that Forbes said that was their top cities to ride. This is in the U.S. and then I threw mine in, and mine would be Arizona. Definitely Arizona. I wouldn't even put LA in there. LA doesn't even come close. Anyway, that's about it. Let's risk this guy too. Come on. Let's bring this guy up before we get out of here. Anyway, people, thank you for tuning in. This has been 5 cities. Best 5 cities to ride your bike in. Okay. Anyway, I'm out. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the next one.
Sever your legs media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up.